One Piece chapter 1148. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here and shout out Alti. She's a good guy. She's a good guy. On Team Yamato. Yamato building a little squad right here. Hey, I'm sure she's gonna come in handy later on. But we gotta talk about this chapter because there's some interesting things to talk about. So, one of the first things that we got to notice when it comes to this chapter is how much just how much the Holy Knights in general really just do not care about life. They don't care about other people's lives at all. They're very apathetic to any of them. They're very willing to let this girl just fall off and die, to be honest. And Summers, he's making a pretty good villain thus far on how he's trying to blackmail the Giants. Basically, using this little girl and the little Giants as leverage to destroy the history of the Giants. Now, why do they want to do this? Well, one of the best ways to enslave a race of people is destroying their identity. And that's exactly what they are trying to do. I mean, these guys, they're evil. I know Gunko's likable, but right now, compared to some characters like Alti, for example, we have yet to see a redeemable well, she has that little cute little scene about listening to music and eating food, but these people are evil, which caused Robin to get involved, getting in the smoke, fighting in and out. And this was cool to see because Robin, I do think, is very much underappreciated as one of the more capable fighters in the Straw Hats. When we talk about the strength of the Straw Hats, we typically talk about people like Sanji, people like Jinbei, people like Luffy and Zoro. But Robin, don't get it twisted. She can do a little something by trying to break people's back. Now, however, this didn't work at all. Robin tried to do her best in taking him out, even tried to trick him and throw him off a building or off a cliff. But Summers wasn't bothered, and we found out that just like the elders, the Holy Knights are immortal as well. So there is something about the Holy Knights and the elders that make them immortal. Now you have to assume it's a power given by Emu or Emu's clan. And what does that mean in general? I don't know. We'll find out more secrets later. But Robin couldn't beat Summers. Basically, he kept up with his plan. He was not bothered by Robin at all. This girl had a whole speech. The giant Ja Rule was basically, all right, let's do what we got to do. We got to save her. But then someone showed up. When all hope is lost, Demon is home. Gaban shows up, and Summers looked terrified, taking out Summers and saving the girl. Maybe this really tells you the old generation is here, and I'm locked in.